Hello everyone, I am Safin from the Computer Science and Engineering Department at Southeast University. Welcome to this full cybersecurity course. In this course, we will explore the fundamentals of cybersecurity, common threats and attacks, hacking techniques, ethical hacking, information security controls, and organizational security measures. Cybersecurity is not only a global concern but also extremely relevant for Bangladesh today, where digital transformation is rapid and risks are increasing. Fundamentals of cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is the backbone of today's digital world. It ensures the confidentiality of person and organizational data, protects financial transactions, and play a vital role in national security. In Bangladesh, incidents like Bangladesh Bank Swift hack prove how devastating cyberattacks can be. Organizations must comply with laws, implement strong measures, and most importantly, train people. Well-educated workforce and constant awareness can reduce risks more effectively than technology alone. Key cybersecurity terminologies. Before diving deeper, we must know key terms. A threat is any potential danger, while a risk is the chance that this danger becomes real. Vulnerability means weakness, and an attack is the exploitation of the weakness. Hackers often use payloads, zero-day attacks, and daisy-chaining techniques to bypass defenses. Even doxing, exposing personal information online, can destroy reputation. Without understanding these terms, we cannot truly grasp how cyberattacks functions. Components of information security. The pillars of information security are confidentiality, integrity, and availability, often called the CIA trait. Confidentiality ensures that only authorized people can access data. Integrity makes sure data cannot be tampered with. Availability ensures that services are up when needed. In addition, authenticity verifies identity and non-repudiation ensures accountability. If even one of these pillars fail, the entire security system collapses. Career in cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is one of the fastest growing career fields worldwide. In Bangladesh, the government has introduced a cybersecurity strategy 2021 to 25 to build local expertise. Careers span across domains like network security, cloud forensic, investigation, and compliance. Certifications such as CEA, CISSP, and CompTIA Security Plus help individuals prove their skills. Both technical and non-technical roles exist, meaning opportunities are often for wide range and talents. Cybersecurity Law 2023. The Cybersecurity Law 2023 provides a legal framework for protecting digital infrastructures in Bangladesh. It sets responsibilities for individuals, companies, and government institutions. Compliance is mandatory to prevent penalties or reputational damage. For professionals, knowing the law ensures that they operate ethically and within legal limits. This law is also a signal that the country is taking cybersecurity seriously at a national level. Cyber threats and attacks. Cyber threats are constantly evolving. Common vectors include cloud threats, where sensitive data stored online gets exposed; advanced persistence threats (APTs), where attackers quietly stay inside network for months; and traditional malware such as viruses or botnet that can spread rapidly. Organizations must constantly update defenses to counter these evolving challenges. Types of information security attacks. Attacks fall into several categories. Passive attacks silently monitor data, while active attacks directly damage systems. Close-in attacks involve physical access, like plugging a malicious USB. Insider attacks come from employees or trusted partners. Finally, distribution attacks spread malware through legitimate-looking software updates. Each type requires different defense strategies. Information warfare. In today's digital age, wars are no longer fought only with tanks and missiles. They are increasingly fought with information. Information warfare includes command and control warfare, intelligence-based operations, psychological propaganda, hacker-led disruptions, economic interference, and even state-sponsored cyber warfare. Fake news campaigns on social media, coordinated disinformation, and the hacking of government servers are powerful tools to destabilize societies. For a developing country like Bangladesh, where social media usage is very high, such tactics can influence public opinion and even national security.
Bangladesh Bank, the country's central bank, is at the heart of its economic system. High walls and tight security to stop anyone getting in who shouldn't be there. But sometimes physical barriers aren't enough. It was one of the world's biggest cyber heists. A bank robbery of the online age that no amount of armed guards, armored cars, and heavily protected vaults could prevent. More than $80 million stolen from Bangladesh's central bank by hackers who tricked one of the world's most trusted financial institutions.
How in the world could a staggering 81 million be lost in a transfer system?
The investigation into who stole the $81 million continues, but it's quite possible that the hackers may actually have never set foot in the country.
Hacking techniques. Hackers usually begin with reconnaissance, collecting information about their target. Passive reconnaissance means silently gathering data from open source like websites or social media, while active reconnaissance involves directly probing systems for responses. After this comes scanning, port scanning to discover open communication points, network mapping, to understand system architecture and vulnerability scanning to identify weakness. Packet crafting is used to test how system reacts under certain conditions. The more knowledge a hacker gathers in this stage, the more accurately they can design their attacks. Notification must be timely and contaminant should be prevent the attack from spreading. Forensic help analyze the root cause, while recovery restores operation. Finally, a post-incident review ensures lessons are learned. An incident response team is crucial for any serious organization. Once scanning is done, attackers move to gaining access. They may use phishing emails to trick users, social engineering to manipulate behavior, or brute force attack to crack passwords. Exploiting software vulnerabilities is another common tactic. After gaining entry, they maintain access using rootkits, backdoors, or scheduled jobs. While operating inside, they often steal or exfiltrate data. To remain undetected, they clear system logs and hide their activities. Ethical hackers repeat these same steps, but with the goal of identifying weakness, so organizations can patch them before real attackers strike. Cyber kill chain. The cyber kill chain describes the seven stages of cyber attack: reconnaissance, weaponization, delivery, exploitation, installation, command and control, and finally actions on objectives. Each stage is a chance for defenders to detect and block the attack. For instance, if the delivery phase, often carried out through malicious email, is stopped by effective spam filter, the attack cannot proceed further. Delivery professionals use these models to design layered defenses that disrupt the attack before it reaches crucial systems. Tactics, techniques, and procedures. Tactics, techniques, procedures describe how cyber adversaries operate. Tactics represents their high-level goals, such as stealing data or disrupting services. Techniques describe how they attempt these goals, like using phishing or privilege escalation. Procedures are the detailed step-by-step actions they take. By studying TTPs, security analysts can anticipate attackers' moves and close gaps in advance. Frameworks such as MIRE attack provide detailed real-world examples of TTPs are widely used by organizations to map threats and improve their defenses. Adversary behavioral identifications. Recognizing attackers' behavior early can prevent serious breaches. Indicators include suspicious partial execution, repeated use of unusual proxies, strange command line activities, or irregular HTTP user agents. DNA tunneling, where data is secretly transferred through DNS requests, is another common sign. Attackers may also use web shells to remotely control servers, a crucial step called data stacking, where stolen data is organized before being exfiltrated, is another red flag. By continuously monitoring these behaviors, security teams can detect intrusion before major damage occurs. Ethical hacking. Ethical hacking is the authorized practice of testing and strengthening computer systems. Hackers usually classify into white hats, black hats, and gray hats. Other groups include script kiddies who use ready-made tools without much knowledge and activists who carry out attacks to promote political or social agendas. Ethical hackers use the same knowledge and tools as black hats, but always with legal permission and with the purpose of improving security. Importance and scope of ethical hacking. Ethical hacking is a crucial because it allows organizations to discover weaknesses before criminals do. The scope of ethical hacking is wide. It covers network infrastructure, web and mobile applications, wireless systems, cloud environments, even human vulnerabilities through social engineering. Many companies and governments now hire penetration testers regularly, making ethical hacking a permanent and essential part of cybersecurity strategies worldwide. In Bangladesh, incidents like Bangladesh Bank Swift hack prove how devastating cyberattacks can be. Organizations must comply with laws, implement strong measures, and most importantly, train people. Well-educated workforce and constant awareness can reduce risks more effectively than technology. Skills and techniques for ethical hackers. To be an effective ethical hacker, strong technical foundations are required. Skills in programming, computer networking, and operating systems from the base. Knowledge of penetration testing, vulnerability analysis, and risk management is essential. Beyond technical ability, an ethical hacker must have a curious mindset, problem-solving skills, and the creativity to think like attackers. Since cybercriminals are constantly innovating, ethical hackers must also continuously update their knowledge. Hacking tools and ethical responsibility. Power tools like Nmap for network scanning, Wireshark for packet analysis, and Metasploit for exploitation are widely used in ethical hacking. They allow penetration testers to simulate real-world attacks and uncover system flaws. However, with such powerful tools comes great responsibility. Misusing them can harm people, disrupt businesses, or even cause legal consequences. That is why ethics and legal boundaries must always guide the actions of cybersecurity professionals. Importantly, testing is not a one-time project. It must be continuous since attackers are always innovating. Defenders must also test the improve their system regularly to stay secure. Information security controls. A strong security program relies on well-structured controls. Security policies set clear rules for employees and contractors. Resilience planning prepares organizations to withstand and recover from attacks. Regular training ensures staff understand threats like phishing or social engineering. Security metrics help prioritize risks, while regular reporting ensures leadership is aware of vulnerabilities. Together these elements create a proactive and security-aware organizational culture. Restricting access to server rooms using surveillance cameras and security portable devices all prevent unauthorized access. Together these measures create multiple barriers against potential attackers. Information assurance. Information assurance focuses on building trust in digital systems. It includes strong authentication to verify identities, asset planning to secure critical resources, and certification to meet industry standards. Ongoing training ensures staff remain vigilant. Assurance guarantees the data remains accurate, secure, and available even during crisis. For governments, this enhances citizen trust, while for businesses it protects customers' reputation and revenue. Network security zoning. Network zoning separates systems into controlled areas with different levels of security. The Internet zone is open to everyone, while crucial services are placed in demilitarized zones with strict monitoring. Internal production zones handle day-to-day operations. Intranet zones host internal resources, and management zones are reserved for administrators. This layered approach ensures that if one zone is compromised, attackers cannot easily move to more sensitive areas. Attackers may also use web shells to remotely control servers, a crucial step called data stacking, where stolen data is organized before being exfiltrated, is another red flag. By continuously monitoring these behaviors, security teams can detect intrusion before major damage occurs. Organizational security controls. Policies guide user behavior, covering issues from password strength to acceptable use of devices. Workplace privacy policies balance the need for monitoring with respect for employee rights. Beyond digital controls, physical security is equally important. Restricting access to server rooms using surveillance cameras and security portable devices all prevent unauthorized access. Together these measures create multiple barriers against potential attackers. Incident management. Cyber incidents are inevitable, but the damage can be minimized with effective incident management. The process begins with preparation, defining roles and responsibilities. When an incident occurs, quick detection and classification are essential. Notification must be timely and contaminant should be prevent the attack from spreading. Forensic help analyze the root cause, while recovery restores operation. Finally, a post-incident review ensures lessons are learned. An incident response team is crucial for any serious organization. Vulnerability assessment and penetration testing (VAPT). VAPT is a proactive way to identify and fix weaknesses before attackers exploit them. Vulnerability assessments may be active, passive, host-based, or wireless-based, each with a different focus. Penetration testing simulates real-world attacks and usually follows three phases: pre-attack planning, attack actual simulation, and post-attack reporting. Different approaches, black box, white box, or gray box, provide different insights. Popular tools like Nmap, Wireshark, Metasploit, and Nessus help professionals make the process efficient and thorough. Security testing methodology. Systematic security testing ensures organizations do not overlook weaknesses. Frameworks like OWASP for applications, OSSTMM for operational security, and ISSAF for structured assessments guide professionals in testing. The choice of methodology depends on factors like time, budget, and legal requirements. Importantly, testing is not a one-time project; it must be continuous since attackers are always innovating. Defenders must also test the improve their system regularly to stay secure. In conclusion, cybersecurity is not only about technology but also about awareness, responsibility, and preparedness. From information warfare to ethical hacking and security testing, we have seen how attackers operate and how defenders can stay one step ahead. The digital battlefield is constantly changing, which means our defenses must be continuously evolved. Thank you.